I'm James DeLinglaw, and I'm here at ILTM Con again, and we're in the second day here. And I have a woman that you should be familiar with, because we certainly are. I spent some time with her on her latest new ship, Barbara Muckerman, who is the president and CEO of Silversea Cruises. And the last time we spoke with Barbara was on board the new Silver Nova, right? So that was amazing, and it was a brand new ship. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, how this past year has been, but more important, what's to come in 2024. And you're going to find out all about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Barbara, first of all, great to see you. It's been a while, although I guess I might have seen you somewhere in the past year. But what I remember is we were on board one of the very first cruises, a 3-night cruise around Italy out of Trieste, and we had an amazing time for your brand new ship, except for that fact that it was such a revolutionary ship that I kept wanting to move the pool to the center and move the stack to the center as well, because I'm such a traditionalist, you know. But it has amazing space. Let's first of all, how has been the reception for that ship, for Silver Nova?
Well, I have to say above the expectations of anybody. And we had very high expectations because this was the first ship we were designing with our Caribbean group. And they really pushed the envelope of the technical capabilities, freaking out the engineers, to your point.
Freaking out journalists too. We're just like, so we're still set in our ways, you know?
Yeah, but then you have this amazing pool deck that really feels like the rooftop of the chicest hotel you can go to. It has been an amazing reception.
Absolutely, and I totally forgot. I saw you again, because where did I see you? On that was the previous. No, that was previous year. We saw you on the Silver
Dawn.
Endeavor.
Oh, the Endeavor, yes.
That was the year before, but
yes.
that was that's your great. How has been that business for that ship and for the Antarctic and that?
In general, as there is this continuous drive to go to Antarctic and the Arctic,
right.
The Endeavor, we now added these 6 brand new suites in the place of the helicopter hangar.
I know that we saw the helicopter. I'm putting those are all in place now, right?
Yeah. Yes, and actually what's incredible is that the window will continue on the ceiling, so that you can be inside the suite and watch the Arctic or Antarctic sky. So that's pretty unique of these sky suites of Silver.
I'm glad you took the helicopter out.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
no, there was it was a lot of room there. Now, so those are your newest new ships, and as again, Nova is really revolutionary. Nova is ocean going. Endeavor is your expedition ship. Both are amazing vessels, and you're kind of going all. You go to more destinations, I think, than any other cruise line, right?
Absolutely, and those two were 2 of the 5 ships we took in the last 2 years. So Silversea is today the fastest growing brand in ultra-lightning expedition, and thanks to that, we cover more than 900 destinations. There's really not a place in the world where you don't have a Silversea ship.
It is pretty amazing. So what's to come for 2024? First of all, I think you got another ship coming up, right?
Yes, we have Silver Ray, the sister of Nova.
What am I going to do when you don't have a ship to launch?
Oh, there's not going to be a worry. Don't worry. We will keep growing. Everything is going so great. Thanks to the support of the advisors.
So this is Silver Ray, right?
Silver Ray is coming up in June 2024.
And she's a twin of Nova, right?
She's the twin of Nova, as beautiful as Nova.
So I'm going to finally have to agree with the whole concept of having the pool on this side.
Yeah, she's still
so
on
that
the
we're
side.
Looking out like a resort, right?
Yes, absolutely. But I have to say, we couldn't have done that without his amazing support of the distribution. So our travel advisors partners, thank you, because you cannot become the fastest growing brand in the industry without such a tremendous support.
Well, it's an amazing brand. Now, what else is going? I know you have a lot of world cruises coming up as well for 2024. Right?
Yes, so we have, we are always the leader in world cruises. 2024 world cruises is starting on the 14th of January out of San Francisco. 2025 is what we call the off-season world cruise. It's a slightly off-season, so that our guests will be able to see Japan in winter. They will be able to see in North Europe, all of the coming up of the tulips, because these travelers have seen so much of the world that it's actually really nice for them to see slightly different things.
Absolutely. No. Any other things we should know about 24?
Well, we just launched yesterday for 2026, actually, the amazing French Polynesia. So
I saw that. We wrote about it because it's up today.
But that's something I'm incredibly proud because the team of Conrad has done an amazing
That's
work.
Conrad Combrink, who was
our
here
head of destination experiences.
Yeah, we've interviewed Conrad before. He's a great guy.
Exactly. And his team has done an amazing scouting work in French Polynesia. So it's 17 cruises. So it's the first time we will have a whole summer deployment in French Polynesia.
And that's an amazing destination. Yeah. I've been there a number of times, and not with you. I've been, and it is really such a special place with Bora Bora and Tahiti itself. And,
so the Marquesas, the society.
Well, that's interesting. You're doing the Marquesas, which not everybody does.
Exactly, but you now have them with Silversea luxury standards.
Yeah, so you really are doing all the island groups, which is a very nice thing. I'm used to doing the society islands, which are the ones that everybody knows, but I've never done the Marquesas, so that's a great addition.
You know that you will have an open invitation.
Oh, hey, well, when you go, you tell me.
We'll go together.
We'll go together.
Sure,
we won't tell your husband. Who is actually the former president of Silversea.
Yes.
He's a great guy.
Yes.
Anyway, you won't have a problem with that.
No,
okay?
no, he won't.
But anyway, you were a great host too. I mean, when we were on the other one, it was amazing. Now, so those are the things that are really happening for next year. But I'm happy to hear, and business is good, right?
Yes, and I have to say that I am proud to have closed the 2023 with the highest ever commission payout in the industry, in the history of Silversea. Wow. So our travel advisors partners have kicked it so much that we actually went over budget in commissions. But that was
so you had to sign that check.
I had to sign the check, and I have to say that's a check that made everybody happy at the Royal Caribbean Group to sign.
That's amazing. Well, you've done a terrific job since you came on as president and CEO. Roberto was great, but he can rest a little bit, and now you get to run it, and you've done a great job.
Yes, thank you, James, and we look forward, of course, to having the advisors on Ray in the next summer, but also on all of the other voyages, because now we have 11 ships, 12 again soon, and we want the advisors to experience this amazing project.
Where is Ray going to start off with?
It's going to start in Lisbon and then in Rome, so she's going to do the Mediterranean for most of the summer.
We did that a couple of ships ago.
Silver Dawn. A couple of ships ago.
Well, that's it. It's amazing. We were at Silver Dawn together for that one, and then we jumped to the Antarctic, and then we did the Revolutionary Silver Nova, which I came away with. I mean, I joke about it, but it is you've created marvelous spaces, and you have all your traditional restaurants and things like that. A few new things,
and even more because Chef's Table. I mean, I don't know if you've been at Chef's Table.
I did.
But that's incredible. I mean, that's a 2 hours really experience.
I have to tell you, I was lucky enough that those 3 weeks I went on 3 different luxury ships, and you were the last, and I'm like, no more tasting menus. I was like, it was too much, but it was so wonderful. That experience was wonderful. Well, your dining in general is wonderful. We had a lovely dinner the first night, and it just is a lovely show.
And I would say, let's not forget Silver Origin, which was purpose-built for the Galapagos, and she's doing phenomenal.
That's great, and I've done the Galapagos. I was just actually talking about this the other day about what I've done in Silver Origin. It's really your luxury choice there. So, Barbara, I want to thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for driving all the way from her home, just a little bit with Monte Carlo, and she comes over here. We've met so many times at this show over the years, but we then meet again and again because you have so many ships.
We'll keep building ships, so I look forward to seeing you on the next one.
Absolutely. Again, Barbara, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me. Bye, James.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel.